for the CME Group. Tim Haefke here from Top Notch Trading on Wednesday, October 3rd, here with today's MrTopStep's morning report. Last 3 or 4 weeks I came back from doing these videos for a long time, and I had a little bit of dust on myself, and I thought it was going to be a little bit easier. But looking at myself last week, I know I didn't present myself very clearly, and hopefully moving forward, we'll be able to have a better understanding together. Last week, I pointed out I was looking for 1421.5 in the S&P. We come down and make a low of 1424.5. We rebound nicely, but we failed to get back up to near the year highs that were made in September. At the end of this third quarter, end of the month, it went out like a dud, a wet firecracker. And since we came back this week, these markets are indecisive of what they really want to do. We're kind of range bound. Overall, I'm getting a clue and a hint that these things are going to go back up and make New Year highs. However, history says October isn't a kind month on these index futures, let alone all the other equity products. But the other side of the coin is there is an election in November, and that's why I think we're seeing this unsteady trade with indecisive, just a kind of a back and fill motion, and we'll take it from there. The one key point of interest on the lower end of the S&P that I pointed out last week was the low they made in June, and then the July low that followed with New Year highs. That trend line is in the mini, comes in at 1401.75. And every day that we trade, this trend line is going to keep moving higher. And with that underlying lift, like I said, I have a funny feeling we're going to see New Year highs. Remains to be seen. As for the trade lately, boy, it's not kind to anybody. We need to achieve a move above last week's high of 1456.60 to set sights on New Year contract highs of 1467.5. Overall, I still think we got to see about 1480 to 1485 area before we could see this correction, or what I was looking for last week, some slight profit taking, which actually did see a little bit, but not as much as I thought. The bonds now, the bonds for a couple weeks, they broke out of a little tight range and got back above here. And last week we made a 150.09 high. This week so far they're a 150.03 high. So if they want to extend higher, we see a move above 150.09. They'll look for 150.28 followed by 150.29. That is a key objective. Downside, they're aching for a test of 148.27. That is the key factor. Underneath there will be 148.12. Other than that, range bound, and until we see something decisive out of these markets, I have a funny feeling we're going to be laying a couple legs for the next couple weeks as these election and the debate and everything that's going on continues to affect the market trade. Have a good day.